or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang?
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
Hey man, stay safe world. You already know what's going on. We gotta talk about this situation with Gunna, man. You know, it's not looking good for his career in general because people are accusing him of snitching on Young Thug and YSL and being able to get out free with a plea deal after pleading guilty to racketeering, man. It's a pretty complicated situation that we're gonna go through right now, and we're gonna decide if did he or did he not snitch on them, man. So before we get into it though, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run up this video. Make sure y'all check out the merch too, link in the description at staysafeworld.com, and follow on Twitch, turn on notification. You already know what's going on, so let's get it. This all stems off of a couple of different things, one of which was the video of Gunna's court hearing where he basically agrees with the judge and says that he does know people that are affiliated with YSL. YSL was a criminal organization and he basically worked in furtherance of it. That I feel like was the most damning statement. I seen some videos, people basically were honing in on this one part of this paperwork that said that he has to agree to testify, but honestly the whole situation with that part of it, I don't even think that's a smoking gun really. If he were to testify, he could easily just invoke the 5th Amendment, which if he's called to, because he's required to pull up in his plea agreement, if he's required to, I think he'll end up just pleading the 5th and not really saying anything. But personally, I feel like the statement that everyone probably should be honing in on, and which a lot of people are honing in on, is the idea that he basically agreed, say that YSL is a gang, and by pleading guilty and saying that it was a gang, he basically fucked Thug. So off rip, Thug's gonna get some type of charges and stuff. And maybe if he doesn't get that whole body that occurred on that rental car, he will be able to get out hopefully soon, because another person who was the co-founder of YSL with Thug back in like 2012, he basically sort of went through the same thing with Gunna and basically admitted that YSL was a gang and stuff, and he's actually gonna get out released free with a plea deal as well. So maybe that's what would happen with Young Thug, but Young Thug has a lot more worse shit on that he's fighting right now. On top of the body that they got on that rental car, one of the other things that Gunna said was he agreed that the hydrocodone, methamphetamines inside of a car that, you know, they got caught with wasn't his. And I'm pretty sure in the situation it was only him and Young Thug, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But by him saying it's not mine, it's basically putting it on them or whoever else was in the car. So that's what people were really saying also. And people were also pointing and connecting the dots between the new charges that Young Thug got recently, just 2 days ago, and this court hearing, because it was illegal street racing and basically possession of drugs and stuff. But like the whole situation together, I mean, I could see how people say that he snitched. I mean, I'm not sure if he's an informant or some shit, but he basically, in his guilty plea, technically admitted that YSL was a gang. So what, Young Thug is going to be seen as like the head ringleader of the gang, you know? And I don't really think that a lot of people that are hating on it wouldn't necessarily do the same thing, which is crazy as fuck. But I feel like 99% of the people that be hating this stuff would fold. Not everyone, because there's people that are really about that shit. But think about it. If you're a millionaire and you're going from either being a millionaire to eating sloppy joes and shit for possibly 15 years, it's like human instinct to just fucking take the deal and shit. He probably didn't even know that this was snitching, or maybe he did and just said fuck it and it's just gonna say low key. Man, it looks like he's gonna turn into fucking 6ix9ine with this shit. But at the end of the day, it seems like there's different types of people in this shit. It's people that are like rappers that don't really live what they're rapping, and they're just like in the cut, you know, like just pretending to be that type of person, but then when it really happens, they're like, I wasn't that guy, that was just me acting out a character. So like 6ix9ine syndrome. And I feel like that basically is kind of what Gunna did. I don't think he was really that type of person to begin with. He's just from that area, knew those people, came up like that, but he's just trying to make music and got, you know, ushered into that life and shit. I mean, he probably joined it his own will, so at the end of the day, he can't be mad at anyone but himself. But it is kind of messed up if you join with your own power and just doing that shit. But at the end of the day, on the other hand, the people that he should be with, that he should trust, should not even be putting him in that position, you know? Like, I feel like there's no accountability here. Like, no one is accounting for the fact that all these other people that were around him shouldn't have put him in the position, because he's a breadwinner, he's an artist, and they should have known that he wasn't really doing that shit, you know? So this could have all been solved if he just didn't even live that YSL life. I mean, there's other people that aren't in this RICO that did this shit, but, you know, they're gonna make an example out of him because he's like a big artist, and it's gonna be interesting. Now it looks like Young Thug is not gonna get out anytime soon. I mean, he has worse shit to worry about than like the street racing charge and shit like that, but like at the end of the day, yo, like this dude, this is like the opposite situation of Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel, you know, where he didn't snitch and then Bobby ended up getting more years tacked on and then they ended up coming out together. Well, this is the opposite of that. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's what his lawyers probably told him what to do, and that's what he decided to do, man. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about that shit. Real say shit, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Peace.